And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this evening. We have a magnificent guest with us tonight, one who is going to give us some amazing information as well as inspiration, and that is none other than a frontline soldier, a believer, a historian, a companion of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but a brother and a friend to us all, and an uncle to myself and my siblings, none other than Brother Sultan Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam.
This means a lot to myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast that you would take time out of your busy schedule to come have a conversation with us about your upcoming project and so much more. But we want to get straight into it. First of all, Brother Sultan, people are pouring in the love automatically right now in the comments. Thank you to everybody who's sending you love and saying Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Brother Sultan, we want to start with this question.
Yes, sir.
May 11th just passed,
Yes,
and
sir.
it was 92 years that
Yes,
we
sir.
that Allah has been blessing us with His mercy in the presence and in the form of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You have been with him for many of those years. How important was that day on May 11th, and how important has it your journey been with him throughout these years?
Yes, sir. Well, I guess I can say it like this. But first of all, in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is that great Mahdi, that great Messiah,
Yes, sir.
and that we have been given to him. And then he turned around and gave us the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, that great messenger Messiah in our midst who struggles every day to get us the best of himself and best of what he has to give to us, this budding, wonderful, now everybody's paying attention to us nation.
Praise to Allah. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Okay, Brother Sultan. Thank you for their introduction. And people are showing love all already, but specifically.
That question, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
May 11th. The first thing I have to say is that I was so glad to learn that he's still here. And, you know, brothers and sisters, as long as he is, we have opportunity. We have opportunity. We have opportunity, of course, when he's gone, but we have to now dig for everything that he gave us.
Yes, sir.
Everything. And he's given many, many, many of us a lot that we can use to get through the period we are about to go through, to make the strongest people ever in the history of the world. No one has ever gone through what we have gone through. So much so that those who were in a position to make decisions about coming to help us thought that it would be useless, worthless. But it was a time of the Master who had overcome it all and saw in us, in our condition, that which he could make gods, male and female alike. And in this wonderful position that we are in, given this opportunity, just to know who God is. See, just to know who he is.
Yes, sir.
That gives us responsibility to the 85%.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we get to a point where I just got a little knowledge. I turn around, next thing you know, I'm calling my people niggas. Come on, Sultan.
Yes, sir. You
I'm
teaching?
talking to us all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yet, Master Farad Muhammad, the perfect one called from the beginning
Yes, sir.
amongst our people, and we have never heard him call us nigger. I never heard that he did. And here I am, 2 minutes of knowledge, and I'm better than they are.
Mm.
But it's really that I too need to find the value in myself for them. For he can walk among them in his position and care. And then one slapped him, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was ready to tear him up. You know how we are. But he could say, oh, no, he'll be a good one day. See? So all of the examples that he left for us, going to jail, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad going to jail, these
Yes, sir.
for us to prepare us for what is ahead. And except to the extent that we bow, can we get through what we are about to go through. And we may not understand it all. We may not understand so much, but if we can have enough faith in his success, how does a man come and stand before the world and say, my mission is to bring your civilization to an end? And you killed just about everybody you wanted to kill. That's a bold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How we really see it. That's a boy. That's a boy. We never seen nothing like that.
That's right.
And then, brother, to see that same man, you call him, or he'll call you if there's something to call you for, or you call him, he answers the phone and says, oh, brother, how may I serve you? Not me. I want to be served. I want somebody to carry my bags. I want somebody to get my door. But that's the God mind, because the gods have always what? Serviced us even before we were born.
Yes, sir.
Had some air here when I got here. Didn't have to choke. Or even if I did have to choke, I got some air.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got thirsty. There was some water already here. Even though the other side of myself wants to sell me water, sell me gas, sell me electricity.
Yes, sir.
God gave. Like it was his. So that's how messed up the thinking is. And that's the thinking that we will be used to correct if we but submit. But we got to do that part, man. And it's not easy. It's not easy. But if it was easy, you wouldn't understand when they say many are called, but few are chosen.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? I want to be chosen. I want to make it. I want to make it. I would love to be here on the other side. If that is Allah's plan, if that's not his plan, I got to go sometime, somewhere. I just want to go as a soldier.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to punk out, man. So, and to keep from punking out, I got to keep bowing. I bow to you. I can get some of that power. I bow to this one. I can get some of that power. I bow to this one. I can get some of that power. Say that when you're looking at the black man, you're looking at God. You're looking at the black woman, you're looking at God. Well, how do I increase my own godhood except to the extent that I can what? Accept and bow to your God.
Yes, sir. Beautiful.
Huh? And ain't nothing wrong with bowing. After a while, man, it gets good to you. It gets good to bow to somebody, man. That way I won't get so full of myself.
Yes, sir.
When I came to the nation, I thought I was the bomb. Man, look, I ran Kissinger away from me, Henry Kissinger, in 1974 in Atlanta, and asked him a question that just was not supposed to have been asked to him. Because all that stuff, man, is fixed up, lined up. I've been in the business.
Yes, sir.
The business is BS. They got our minds. They say what? They control trends. So what to think, what to drink, what to wear, whole shot. And I think I'm doing it myself. But I'm not even controlling myself.
Yes,
so
sir.
I come to realize that it ain't even my idea. I'm on his idea. So if I'm going to be on somebody's idea, why don't I get on the best idea? I'm going to get on the idea that said I was a god. So I'm always kind of thinking that when I came, like I said, when I came in the nation, man, look here. So out of all the people I've handled, and Nixon, his people, I put some of the people in Atlanta with Harding Carter. I'm 26 years old at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, I came in the nation, brother. Some of the brothers that was in the nation before me and the sisters before me, man, they talking kind of stuff I ain't never heard before. And by the time I hear the minister and Brother Jabril, well, I can't tell you what I thought. Then I came to know what? I didn't know nothing. That's what I had to do. Brother Jabril asked me a question one day.
Yes, sir.
And when he asked me that question, I got perturbed. And I said, Brother, I don't know. He said, brother, I've been trying to get you to say that for 4 years. Look at how we can be, man. That's 4 years of stuff I lost because what? I just couldn't bow down. So we got to think about it.
Yes, sir.
We got to think about it. And it's always good to think about it when somebody was arrogant as hell, and I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. I just realized that it looked like couldn't nobody handle me. Man, by the time I came in the nation, Brother Malik and brothers like that, and Brother Khalid and all those brothers, that I met.
Yes, sir.
They had been in the nation prior to 75. All the stuff that they knew, man. But the beautiful part about it was that I always loved history. So I used to just study a lot of stuff, man. I used to talk to all those brothers, man, all of them prior to 75, all those sisters prior to 75. And I would talk to them, man, and I was learning this and learning that. And after a while, the way Brother Carter used to use me, I would, I was a little mature. Even though I was young, I was a little more mature. So I could, and then I always thought I looked like somebody from prior to 75.
Okay.
I could go around with him, and I talked like I've been in the nation, prior to 75. I never said it, I was, but I would carry myself in that way and everything, and I'm all fired up, and I'm inviting them to come back and get fired up again, So it's just a lot of wonderful experiences, Brother Joshua, and we all have these experiences. And whatever our experiences are, the people don't know about them.
Yes, sir.
There's always somebody to tell about your experiences. Because if they have never heard God is a man, they have not heard, nor have they had your experiences.
That's right.
So we should tell our stories. You got to tell your stories.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One time he said, if we would tell them our stories, they wouldn't be out there in the streets looking for heroes, because the heroes are right there in the house. If we tell them the things that we went through and the things that we suffered. Because when the God is making a people like us, he's making a people unlike any people ever.
Yes, sir.
See? And you didn't make a decision to come in the nation. He called you. And he don't make mistakes.
That's right.
Huh? Some of us were parents put together to make us. So never cry about my father was this, my mother was not that, my father wasn't this and never was that. Because the God put that two plus that 1 + 1 together to make one. Unless you got a twin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because there was something in the father, something in the mother that was needed to make us the way that we are.
Yes, sir.
In order to get through what it is that we're going through. And we can get through it, but we're not going to get through it by ourselves. If I can't bow, Brother Joshua, and see the God in you, then that means that I can't exercise my own God because I am ignorant of and ignoring the God in you.
Yes, sir.
God recognizes God. That was my problem. Because I had to first recognize the God in myself in order to recognize the God in you. And if I can't see the God in you, you know damn well I'm not God. Don't worry about it. Just help me to see God. Anybody like that? Just help them to see God. And that's the only reason why we respond that way and act that way as we do with each other. But man, you asked me about May 11th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, just to look at him, brother, to know what that man has gone through. You know, one of the things that hurt me a lot when he was talking one day about those 54 cities that we did.
Yes, sir.
And he said that, I mean, I was doing this and doing that, and I could see this and see that. I'm in the suite, you know. But when he said he was in all that pain, brother, excruciating pain, and he couldn't tell us, because we might wonder, well, if he's the messenger of God, why is he in pain? And then the God blessed me to go into Isaiah and find God's suffering servant.
Yes, sir.
And find out he wasn't suffering for himself. Here's the God. How much you going to take to stay there with them? And he's still here.
Allahu Akbar. Beautiful.
Still here with us. Now, I know he wants to be with his father. I want to see him with his father, but I'm scared.
Yes, sir.
Because I got to bow down. We have to come to know the God, Brother Joshua, for ourselves. We have to come to depend on the God for ourselves. And I have watched this extraordinary man. Extraordinary. I've never heard, and I remember sometimes we sit around the table, we got all these people at his table, he's feeding them. And you know some of them is his enemies. And I remember in 94, a particular brother, when we were in Ghana, brother is sitting at the table. And I noticed he was pretty quiet, you know, he had all of the revolutionaries at that time.
Yes, sir.
He brought him with him. He was always bringing somebody so that somebody else could see. And sometimes I'm so narrow-minded, we don't understand what he's doing. But he has a whole planet of the human family to reach.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, this is a part of our coming to know a little more about him, about the respect of him, about the words that he spoke. And what I said, as a matter of fact, Brother Joshua, on that day, we were given 2 minutes to speak, and everybody was teased because they said they knew damn well I wasn't going to wait. Well, excuse me, that I was not going to leave 2 minutes. And I was a minute, I think 11 seconds. But what I said, Josh, was this. I have heard him in our travels around the world and around the country answer thousands of questions. I wonder if I should have said hundreds, but I've heard him answer questions for 44 years. And I said, not only have I never heard him fail to answer one question, I have never heard him fail to answer profoundly. Think about that. Anywhere in the world, who do you know, what other human being or what other devil that you heard on the planet that can go to any place you drop him in the world and speak to the hearts and minds of the people? And your daddy can tell you, they ain't like us. We teach. Well, you know, I got my magnets on, you know, right down to the modern time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but brother, and Musa can tell you and others, I've seen them sacrifice themselves to get knocked out, whatever, just trying to touch him. And just, and you with the party, they glad you did something to them. I mean, brother, because they've been hearing Quran all their lives. Even because Quran is revelation.
Yes, sir.
Even in the backwoods, they've heard it. That's why in the backwoods, the king that was in one of the states in Nigeria, who gave him this particular sword. And I was not there. I mean, I've heard so many times I can almost tell, but this one I was not there for. And the king told him to, after hearing the minister, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? He gives him a sword, brother. We don't know how long that sword goes back. How many kings it's been passed to. When he tells his page to give the sword to the minister, say he didn't want to do it. He had to snatch the sword from him. Then we talked about the Abunishik and others, and then other swords. The minister was given several swords.
Yes, sir.
In several different countries, of several different persuasions. What is the significance of the sword? They all been waiting for somebody to come that can cut through the lies. That's what the sword is for. Whop, whop, whop. Cut through the lies and get to the truth. So they've been hearing scriptures, they've been hearing stories. And when he would begin to talk, they can see Quran. See, you see it. You see it in his spirit. You see it in the glow in his face and the love that comes out from his face.
Yes, sir.
But you see a man that's greater than a man. So they are a testament. And in this book, you do, John.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Farrakhan World Tours and Press Coverage. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's World Friendship Tours, 1996 through 1998. What's important is for you to know that everywhere he went, they wrote. We weren't tourists. We weren't tourists. They wrote about your man. Everywhere we went.
Beautiful.
And we did not know how the notoriety of him, but thanks to CNN. Oh, CNN, thank you. Thanks to, who else was it? All of them that thought they were going to see the biggest riot in the history of the world. But when they saw and heard him, and see, that's another point. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, what takes us 6 years would only take them 6 months.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
They're not as dead as we are. Brother, if I got an assignment to go anywhere over there, I mean, it'd be like a vacation. Because once you get past the arrogance, see, we've all been taught to be arrogant with each other. We're arrogant as hell with each other now, one block to the other. Okay? And so that's been something that the enemy instilled. So because we are arrogant with each other, it means that we can never get to a communicative understanding.
Yes, sir.
Talk. In war, what is the first thing you do? You cut the communication.
Yes, sir.
Well, if I can't talk to my neighbor, whatever, something has happened that communication has been cut. If I can't get into a situation where we could turn into something ugly, it means that the communication is cut. He cut our communicative efforts, spirit, desire. So it's no communication, it's act. And we only do it with each other. So when we get past the arrogance with our people out there, man, it's easy. This work becomes easy. But the God had to come to who first? The ones that was prophesied, that would be in a condition. Because we the one that prove that it's the truth. Because ain't nobody ever been like us. Nobody's ever been this dead. We from down here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We from down here. And we're coming up from down here and rising higher than our people have ever risen. And all over this planet, brother, they're looking over here now at us because of that man. And I remember at one time, you would talk to them, they would think that all of them like the minister. And to think that we're all the followers, people like us. They think that. So it's a wonderful reputation that the God has also set up to put in their minds what it should be. And the should be is what he has blessed us to be, and we are becoming. So we don't know really who we are, Brother Joshua. We don't really know. And that's why when we see each other, we should bow.
Yes, sir.
Get in the practice of it. You just try it sometime, people, even with somebody you don't like. He said that if you find one atom of good, see, if I have one atom of good, and every time I see you, Josh, you say something about that little atom, because I've been hearing about all this other stuff. Ain't nobody saying about that atom of good. See, the other stuff is dominating. My craziness is what dominates. But if you're always acknowledging my craziness, when you could work on that little atom, then somebody else come on, say on that atom. Next thing you know, it just start growing, but cracking. You're cracking atoms.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you start cracking them. Next thing you know, you can stand me. And you find out I might be a good brother. I may not be so bad after all.
Yes, sir.
All these kinds of things that we have to do. This is an active relationship.
Yes, sir.
We got to act. We got to do something. We have to act on, not act up. But we do want to be in a position where we can defend ourselves or take care of somebody else want to act up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because we will act up now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but he said we didn't come to kill our people. He came to save us.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, brother, what I was saying, I was talking about that the brothers that he had brought, the revolutionaries, were all sitting at the table.
Yes, sir.
And one of the brothers, man, raised his hand. And when the brother started talking, tears started coming down that brother's eyes. He said that something like this. He said, Minister Farrakhan, I'm sorry, but I see that what they told me about you is not true. This was the big brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very intelligent brother and a revolutionary. And the brother said, that he found that he was not what they said he was. And he wasn't talking about what the enemy said. He was talking about what we were saying.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we just keep our mouths shut. Why get in people's way of getting an understanding? What kind of devil am I when I do that? Oh, well, Farrakhan. Why would you say what's not true? And if you didn't know, why would you say anything? Because we've been well trained as Negroes.
That's right.
I didn't say nigger now. Although a Negro could be a nigger. So anyway, I'm a happy Muslim, Brother Joshua.
Praise be to Allah. Go ahead, Sultan.
I'm a happy Muslim. I've always been a happy Muslim. From the day I stood up, I've been a happy Muslim. And the smile that you see on my face all the time, generally, unless we working,
yes, sir.
I got that from Atlanta.
Okay.
From the brothers in Atlanta in 1972, 73, 74. I live in Atlanta. Yeah. And I was working a newspaper. I've been working all kind of stuff, Brother Josh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got those things that people talk about and things that people don't talk about.
Yes, sir.
But I worked for the Atlanta Voice and Viewpoint News. It was owned by a brother by the name of J.Lo Ware. I was an investigative reporter. And this is during the time that Maiden Jackson, he was the first Black mayor of Atlanta. And I'm in Atlanta at the time. And I'm working for the paper. And they had this dude, John Inman. And when Maynard became the mayor, he hired his brother Reginald Eves as he changed it from chief of police to Department of Police Services. He changed everything in name, And that was to affect his term and his tenure, as mayor. And man, I used to get stuff on that dude. Now, when Maynard became mayor, this John Inman, you can look and find his history. He was a police chief. He had several of his lieutenants that had notches on their guns for, in their language, for the niggas they had killed. So this guy, when Maynard became mayor and assigned Reginald Eves, he locked himself into that office where he was and said, "Come take me out." So he got out of that. He got out. And man, I used to write so many stories on this dude. And then he was a friend of Arkin. Arkin, are they still there? Arkin Pesticides?
I don't know for sure, sir. I can't say.
It's an old company. They were one of the biggest companies at one time in the country with pesticides and all that kind of thing. And so they had his special secretary that Arkin was dealing with had set up a situation to kill her husband. And then what they did was they had put in there about the husband, and what they had set it up to say that he was a black. Some black had robbed him. And that was the plan, to see if somebody black, but it was actually how the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, they hired a GBI to do it, and he was undercover the whole shot. They busted him the whole shot. So I used to put all kinds of stuff out on the dudes, and they ended up putting a contract out on me.
Okay.
And so one of the newscasters for Channel 11 told me at the time, and gave me these two brothers. It was two brothers One was Mitchell and one was something else back in the day. I got to worry about that. That's 74.
Yes, sir.
Can't do nothing to them. So, and brother told me to go down and check them out. I went down to check them out. And those brothers told me, he said, yeah, we know they got a contract out on you. I said, but we told them, now this is the Afro-American Patrolmen's League back in the day. They said, brother, we told them that if they touch a hair on your head, they'll have to answer. Oh my God. What did I just do?
We right here with you, brothers. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. I don't know what I just did. I got something up here. Let me see if I can get rid of it. Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, the bottom line, what I was saying, this was back in 74. Then I testified at the trial, also at 5 points. The brother was killed at 5 points, the Muslim, the whole. So anyway, I was saying all that to say that the brothers was always trying to get me, and they were always smiling, and that's where my smile comes from, because even though I stood up in LA, those were the brothers that I remembered, because they were always smiling, always trying to get me the whole shot. And so when I came, I had that personality that I had learned from them. I don't know what question I was answering.
So many questions, Brother Sultan. Thank you. And thank you. This is beautiful. We got so many people in the comments showing you love. Walaikum salam, Brother Houston, Brother Dwayne, Sister Miriam. Walaikum salam, Brother West Coast Cam. Thank you for tapping in. Shout out to the campaign trails. We love the campaign trails. Walaikum salam, Sister Naima. Let's hope. Tony D. Brother Marshall saying teach. Let's hope. Navasto, Blacktastic, Blaxican, Ronald Thompson. Sister Sarah Garrett, Walaikum salam. So many people are showing love.
May Allah continue to bless us all.
Yes, sir. Okay, I want to stay right here for you, sir. I want to ask you about the book, this big announcement, and how can we support the book?
Yes, sir. Okay, y'all. This is the book. And the book says Farrakhan World Tours and Press Coverage. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's World Friendship Tours, 1996 to 1998. And in this book, you're going to see articles written in other countries. They have maps to show you the countries. And these are articles about your man, written about him all over the world. What is it? And what is the purpose of it? It is to prove and to show to others that wherever your man traveled, they wrote about him. This is not all of it, of what they wrote, because many times we were leaving the next day or whatever. But it shows that your man was written about everywhere he went. There is not another one like that. There's not another one like that on the planet. Where he went, he was respected. Where he went, the few FOI there helped with that respect. You don't know your reputation in the world, but it was the God blessing us to help us to look the way we should look. They saw the most civilized. In one picture, they got a picture in Turkey, Sister Donna. And they said the daughter of the leader, and I mean, it's just a wonderful thing. Now, here's the other wonderful part of the book. At the beginning of each tour, there's my handsome self. Y'all don't need to see me. In each tour, you're going to find this. This is 1996 First World Tour, lectures and interviews. Every word of what he said, 130 plus tapes that you can get from the final call for any country that you want to find out what he said in those countries. You want to find out what he said in Moscow. You want to find out what he said in Malaysia. The 200,000. You want to find out what he said in Iraq when he spoke to 250 million Muslims by radio, television. You don't know your man. Sometimes we would go in places like Iran. He would, he would tell you about some of them himself when he was wrangling with Mecca. But he didn't say nothing about Iraq. He didn't say nothing about Jordan. He didn't say nothing about a whole lot of places because there was always a place to go where there's 30 or 40 so-called mullahs and sheikhs and all this. But you have to hear your man defend everything from Master Fard Muhammad all the way to us. You don't have an equal to him anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we saying he's better, well, he is better. He's better. Why? Because God has made him that way for us.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to be ashamed of him. You cannot find him not answering a question. You cannot find him making them back down. And the stuff got so good, I started doing it too. It was kind of quiet though. But yeah, I was joking with everybody, but I didn't have the same spirit. You see, you got to have the right spirit. And the spirit is to save. The spirit is not to beat him up. And you know how we do. I whooped his butt. Well, what good is me to whoop his butt? And I don't whoop him if he goes to get a pork chop sandwich after our great discussion. Would Master Fard Muhammad have done it that way? Would the Honorable Elijah Muhammad have done it that way? And you all know the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We know him.
That's right.
We know him. Have you ever heard him say a negative word about any of those that have said something negative about him?
No, sir.
Look, man, don't worry, we're going to bow. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, yes, sir. Let's do that. So,
all right. Oh, so now what, as a matter of fact, I just today, my man from Houston just told me that we got the site set up. So you can go to, oh, hell, I don't even know the name of my site. Farrakhan Global.
Yes, sir.
Globaltravels.com. And you can order that way. You should be able to order that way, okay? Or,
yes, sir.
The way I was doing it until I got set up was that a lot of people have a number. So you can either, I'll give it, 773-908-0263. You can call, you can text your information, your address and all that. You can Zelle or Cash App. It's $45. It's discounted to $45. And I'll send it to you through the mail, which is why you're going to get it anyway. I mean, if you know.
Yes, sir.
You know.
So beautiful, Sultan.
Yeah. I'm so happy, brother, because when you see the smiles on our faces, when we see it, and the smiles mean different things, I don't know what they all mean, but man, I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to have put it in a form where it was certainly, much more presentable, where we can read, and we put all the negative stuff. That's a whole bunch of, hey, look, man. Did we tell you all? Well, your father should have. Man, look, you had CIA, Russian intelligence, Mossad following us or going ahead of us on all these tours. You don't judge a man by, well, you can't, of course, judge him by his friends, but you got to check out a man that got those kind of enemies.
Yes, sir.
And then damn him.
Allahu Akbar.
Because when you bring your behind to
yes,
us,
sir.
you're going to see what God is. You won't be able to get them all out of the country because whatever's going to be here is already here. Minister said that a long time ago. Already here. Already here. But when you come to his, so man, we got to get ready, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Brother Sultan, we have so many questions for you. We just want to read this. Thank you. Let's hope. This is beautiful. People showing love out of St. Louis. People showing love from London. Thank you to everybody. Please let us know what city you all are watching from. We have a brief 60-second commercial break for our sponsors. We are grateful for every like, share, and subscription. Every anonymous Cash App. Thank you to everybody who helps keep the People's Podcast going. We truly appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats. And we're coming back to Brother Sultan, who is giving us some amazing information as well as inspiration. A great scholar, just somebody who we truly appreciate, Brother Sultan. We love you, sir. One second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. People's Podcast, Street Premier Media Production. He has a 4K camera and a drone. He does television and film editing. Please reach out if you need any of that. Sister Naima, Stay On Point Dance Academy. She teaches ballet virtually to young girls all across the country. Sister Miriam, ABC I Love Me children's book and coloring book. My father's book, A Soldier in the Movement of Christ. My two books, Cleopatra, which is a children's book, and No Father, No Excuse, both of which are available on Amazon. Excellent. Okay, and Brother Sultan, I want to show you a quick, like 60-second clip, and just can you let us know what was taking place with the minister during this clip? Can you let us know?
Maybe. Gotta see
yes,
it.
sir. 1 second. Here we go. And this is beautiful. Here we go. 1 second, Brother Sultan. This is beautiful from one of the World Friendship Tours. And I saw Brother Sultan doing some research in the video clip, so we wanted to make sure that we share that. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
All right, 1 second. There we go. Okay, there we go. Here we go, Brother Sultan.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Farrakhan is in the world.
Beautiful. Okay.
Man.
Yes, sir.
That, and what you saw in that first one, that's Bangladesh.
Okay.
And look at this, y'all. We're gonna learn something else. Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan was once one nation. Enemy comes in, divides them, just like they did the continent, and brothers start fighting brother. So Bangladesh is Muslims, but Pakistan is supposed to be better Muslims, and of course the Indians are Hindu and otherwise. So they all fighting now, as they're doing right now with Pakistan and India. They would love to get that on because they both have nuclear weapons. They would love to see them blow each other up. So there in Bangladesh, the minister had just spoken. Did y'all hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
Maybe 40 minutes. I'm telling you, man. The man would only speak 30 or 40 minutes, then somebody's got to translate it while he's talking. We were trying to get to the car, but you saw all those people back there? I mean, it was like maybe, I don't know how many thousand was in that mosque to hear him.
Yes, sir.
We've been in one where there was 150,000. Then in Iran, 6 to 7 million
Right.
white Muslims. And they call us racist. But that Iran thing, man, was so beautiful because just as they did the last time we were in Iran, but now at this first time, you got 6 or 7 million out there in front of them. They're going, America, Israel. Death to America, death to Israel. And so the minister comes up to the rostrum and they yelling. Oh, they know they're going to get it now, boy. And the minister, they quiet that stuff down. Your problem is not America. Your problem is not Israel. Your problem is you strayed away from the prophet of God.
Yes, sir.
Brother, they're yelling all that stuff, and he put it on them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
67 million out there yelling. It got so quiet. And all of a sudden, the people said, yeah. I mean, man, you couldn't even write a movie like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The boldness of him, brother.
Allahu Akbar.
He knows God, brother.
Yes, sir.
His father's a God.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm waiting to see what the hell is going to happen. Everybody waiting to see what's going to happen because it got quiet. And they went crazy.
Yes, sir. Beautiful.
They went crazy, man. So what they saw and what we see is different. They've been in the Quran all their life. They saw Quran.
Yes, sir.
They saw that kind of boldness. They saw that kind of strength, character, and fearlessness.
Yes, sir.
Like the Abuna Sheikh said, courage, courage, courage. I mean, man, you don't have any idea how in that world, man, the way they've always been cowed down. And they've been cowed down by who? This one right here is where the cowing down comes from. Don't pay no attention to that. Whoop your behind there, whoop your behind here because of your waywardness, your wickedness. And when you see that, man, y'all got to know you got some kind of God among you.
Allahu Akbar. Yes, sir.
You God too. He's trying to show us how we can do that. It's really real.
Yes,
really
sir.
real. And it's in every one of us. And I'm trying to reach down in me for the God in me, and I can only do that with your help.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. Brother Sultan, people are showing you love. Bear witness, saying teach. This is excellent. Yes, sir. All praise due to Allah. Peace. Thank you to Brother Sister Sarah, Garrett, Sister Miriam, Sister Naima. Let's hope. Brother Kente, Brother Musa, Sister Nicole. So many people are showing you love, Brother Sultan. This is beautiful. All praises due to Allah.
All praises due to Allah.
And Brother Sultan, we want to make sure that we thank you on behalf of myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast. We salute you, sir, for helping to establish Islam all in America and throughout the world, traveling and putting your life on the line with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, making yourself a willing sacrifice and missing so many important dates and things with your family, with your children, your grandchildren, to be with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We love and salute. Shout out to your children, the grandchildren, all of your family. We love and respect them as well, and thank them for their sacrifice and for them keeping their spirit up, knowing that their father would be with the man of God, instead of being with them all the time. We thank you and love you for that too, bro, Sultan.
And that's one thing too that we can talk about and we can look at to those of us who were affected like that, including my children, you all, with your father, and all of those who, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that those of us that will walk with him, he would take care of our families. And if you all admitted all the times we were gone, all the stuff that went down,
yes,
God
sir,
always blessed the way out of it.
Praise be to Allah.
Always blessed you all through it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, man, it's just a wonderful thing. So we got to learn from each other, and that's another thing too for us. Now I'm 76 years young now, and watch it. That's what you say. But man, I'm learning so much from you all. See, Josh, I wasn't born in the nation. I was 6 years old or 5 years old when I came in the nation. My parents brought me in. I was 32 years old when I came into the nation. So all of those of you who were born in the nation and you who are coming up, I don't know anything about that. But it's for you to help me to know more about you,
Praise be to
understand you, so that we can put all of this together. And then it's talking about fusion. So we can fuse all of ourselves together into a solid wall.
Yes, sir.
Everyone can get into. And we're blessed. Like, I'm on here with Josh, who I still see at 18, 19. But look at how we interact together, y'all. Look at what the nation does for us.
Praise be to Allah.
The nation brings us together with all of our ages the way we used to do it. Because when I came up, it was I was in my grandmother's house. And so it was my grandmother, my mother and father, and then us. That's 3 generations,
Yes, sir.
And it used to be, before them, it was 4 generations. It used to be in the house. See, that's why the children at that time didn't go out and rob older people, because there was an older person in their house that was respecting knowledge of them in their age group. But we don't have anybody in the house now, maybe mama, So this is how we were engineered, and how they have broken into our families, and how they are psyching us into their thinking.
Yes, sir.
Condemn each other. Or as I heard another sister say, we're having gender wars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gender wars. But we don't realize that we are being used. We don't realize it is a psychological game to make sure the root of nation is family. So the enemy has to break up the family. You break up the family, the longer it takes to get to the nation.
Yes, sir.
So we had in 1995, what was that called?
The Million March.
Man's March.
Yes, sir.
Atonement.
Yes, sir.
Reconciliation. Responsibility. Let me apologize to God and to our women that what? We allowed this to happen, although it was already written.
Yes, sir.
But now recognize and help that we can recover from that. Then after that, we had what? The Million Family March.
Yes, sir.
See, you get us straight, now we can have a family march.
Yes, sir.
So we got to that stage. The next one we had was the Millions More Movement.
That's right.
We're setting up a government, y'all. Then you had, oh my God, nobody but the youth came. Justice or else.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Moses was, had to do a little dealing, He said, okay, well, let them die out. We go get the children.
That's right.
Jesus took the babes.
Praise be to Allah.
Jesus got them too, boy.
Yes, sir.
These babes love Jesus. I don't give a damn where they're coming from. You know? So we're building a nation. And everything is calculated. Islam is mathematics.
That's right.
And mathematics is Islam. This is not a spooky religion.
That's right.
It's a mathematical religion. The right thing plus the right thing equals the right thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then it said right plus right equals right, right plus wrong equals wrong, wrong plus wrong equals wrong. Now put that anywhere in the stage of your living and find out where it's not true.
Mm.
So that's what I did. And I'm kind of convinced now. You know, I'm learning a little bit more. I'm a little more mathematical now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's got to add up, man. It's got to add up. And we have to add up with each other.
Yes, sir.
You see? And the more we can add up with each other and strengthen our bonds and march in that rank that's talked about.
Yes, sir.
That's what the fear was, brother. You don't have any idea what the Million Man March did.
Mm.
That shook it all up.
So, okay, bro, Sultan, can we stay right there? Yes, sir. Okay, this is a question that we got to know from you. The leading up to the Million Man March was those men-only meetings. What was the climate like during that time period leading up to the Million Man March? And then once the Million Man March took place, how did it personally impact you, sir?
Well, I'm running around in awe all the time. You know, actually, I was trying not to let everybody else see it. I'm running around all the time in awe watching the minister, you know.
Yes, sir.
And it's like unbelievable, you know. And I'm watching him and his ability to handle us, the love that he had for us, how he could whoop us like that, you know. And all we do is drop our heads because we knew it was love.
Yes, sir.
So watching this thing as it build. Now, the biggest thing for me was I'm from Houston, Texas, originally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Texas. Hey, all right. I'm Texas, y'all.
Okay.
It's okay. So what really blew my mind was when the minister, y'all know that when the minister spoke in Texas, that it was 45,000. They had never seen so many black men. There were cars parked up all the way a mile down the highway. They parked on the highway.
Yes, sir.
Police wasn't coming out to do nothing. Couldn't even find them. But guess what? You didn't even need them.
Mm.
So I'm watching. I was watching him really a lot of the times. I was watching him all the time, really. And so I'm just looking at how these men are coming out, man.
Yes, sir.
1,000, 9,000, 6,000. It's thousands. They're coming out. And looking at their mood then, before they got there. I mean, we really want this, man. We really don't want this life we live in. We really don't.
Mm.
We really don't. And then we get to the Million Man March. We decided to go out about 4 a.m. Went out there at 4 a.m. and it was already estimated it was 400,000 out there at 4 a.m. Check this out, y'all. On the average weekend in Washington, D.C. at that time, see, remember, Islam is mathematics, so we got to take a look at these miracles mathematically.
Mm-hmm.
8 to 9 were being killed on the average every weekend. That's just Friday to Monday. On that weekend, there were no homicides from Friday to Wednesday. But hold on, y'all. We added 1.5 million men to that city, and there were no homicides. Think about it.
Beautiful.
According to the census, and I mentioned in the book, there were approximately 15.7 million Black men, 16 over at that time in America. If 2 million showed up there, that was 12%, 12+% of the Black male population in America. Do you have any idea why they went to work like they did? 12, who ever heard of 12%? Not 1%, not 2%, not 3%, not 4%. It's a miracle. People, that's a miracle. Now, so when I went out, and now this is one part y'all don't know, your father knows this. I was standing there with the man who was over the Capitol. I was standing there with Brother Sheree. The man comes and says this. He said, look, he said, brother, I see we can't control your men. They will only follow your instructions. So I'm turning it over to you. Now, I think I got the words pretty good, but you all didn't know that that was turned over to us. With a beautiful brother who saw something. Man, they were so happy. They were so happy, man, to see something like that.
Yes, sir.
Way God made us look. So they're still working on it. But that's okay. We're still working too. It's okay. You will not be the victim. We are the victor, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Don't get caught on the wrong side of history. We're given an advantage, take the damn advantage. If you can't see, am I trying straight? Wait a minute.
Yes, sir. You looking good, looking sharp. Looking sharp.
My magnet is working now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. Yeah. And you know, brother, MGT, they doing some stuff, brother. They doing some stuff. We are really blessed. We're really blessed. And we all have things to come over and to get over and all of that. But it's all right. Let's do it together.
That's right.
Let's
okay,
do it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But Sultan, I just want to let you know, so many people are commenting. I can't get to everybody's comments. Thank you, Brother Ronald Thompson. Thank you, Next Level. He was at the mall. He bears witness. Brother Let's Hope, please reach out to me on social media. We make sure we connect with each other. Sister Naima, all praises due to Allah. People just bear witness to you, Brother Sultan. Glory to Almighty God Allah. Thank you, Flonzo Booker. Thank you, Lead Generator. Thank you for that Cash App. I just got the notification. Thank you all for your continued love and support. Okay, Brother Sultan, I wanted to ask you. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Let me help this person. Boom. All right, I wanted to ask you. Oh, speaking of the growth of the E-team and so many people, going and evolving into different positions. You all started off, in many levels. You said you started off in the suite. Now you're a companion of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You help with the research team. It's so much. You're a friend, a brother. You know what I'm saying, of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's beautiful. There's a picture that I'm using for your YouTube thumbnail where you're putting the robe on the minister at Savior's Day.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Could you let us know what was taking place and how did that come about, sir?
Okay. Well, this again is about the Abuna Sheikh.
Okay.
And, beautiful story, really. So what happened was there was a we were in Medina, and in Medina is where the Abuna Sheikh was. He's the high sheikh. He's called the father of sheikhs. This is a thin black man. You saw a picture of him, and he's kind of sitting like this, on his bed. And he called for the minister. The minister don't even know that he knows him. And that brother's so humble. And so we go. And they say that when you usually come, they say that, he has them waiting out the kings and princes. They were out there with the goats.
Yes, sir.
Got to the door. They opened the door for him to come in. And usually when you sit down and have tea when you go into a Muslim's home. But they called for the minister to come to go upstairs. So upstairs is where his bedroom was. Now it looks like, I always thought looked like a little hotel, but all that was in there was his family. We didn't know he was 104 or 107, but he had just finished doing 10 rakahs. And he goes up, we go up, and it was a brother from, a white Muslim from England, his wife who was black, brother to Johnny, brother Akbar, the minister, myself, and whoever took that picture, I think that was Brother Kenneth. And I'm like standing in the doorway, and the Boone Shaker's there, and they were sitting on the couch. Everybody else in the minister was sitting on the couch. And so something was said, and the minister came over first, and the minister very humbly went to his knee, not bowing to him, but in recognition of the brother. You could feel his spirit. He was real. He was a real Muslim.
Yes, sir.
He was a black man. You could feel him. And so the minister went, and then, of course, he said something. Then everybody went, and I was the last one. Then I went, and I could really feel the brother. And then we sit down, and he called the minister again. And I think that's when he said, I pray for you 500 times a day. I didn't hear it, but it's what was said. And he obviously told some of his Sheikh students, because one of the Sheikh students told me that he too heard him say, and matter of fact, he said that what he said was, I pray for you more than 500 times a day. And so then we go back, some words are said, and then we go back downstairs. So when we go back downstairs, now this is the God. Okay, I heard some rambling or something going on. It sounded like some kind of, and I said to him, I think it sounded like something's going on up there. So anyway, something was going on, and brother comes down, one of the sons, and the son has what the sheikh does, the Abuna Sheikh, the father of sheikhs, he teaches sheikhs, he makes sheikhs.
Yes, sir.
And he gives them, once they reach a certain level, he gives them a staff and a cloak. So one of the sons come down, he gives the minister this staff and this cloak. And we don't know really what's going on. And so the minister, of course, receives it, very humbly. And then we learned what was going on upstairs. The Abuna Sheikh didn't give the minister a cloak and staff. The Abuna Sheikh gave the minister his cloak and staff. You see what I just said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I did the interview, so it's in the interview. But he gave him his cloak and staff. And that's what the rambling was going on up there, because one of the sons did not want to take it and bring it down. That cloak and staff that's been there in Medina, I don't know how long, that cloak and staff was at or near 4855 South Woodlawn Avenue in America. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Then we learned that the Abuna Sheikh, his son, it was time for Juma, the next Juma, and his son came 3 times to him to say it's time to go to Juma, Dad. And he said the third time that he told his son, don't you, I know what time it is.
Mm.
He said that the next day after the minister left, that he taught 10 hours on the minister. You hear what I just said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He just met the man. Minister don't even know the man know him. But he knows the time and he knows the Quran.
Allahu Akbar.
And that man never went back to Juma again, never taught Juma again.
Mm.
The thing that he did want to do, he wanted to bring the minister back so that he could properly introduce the minister to those sheikhs.
Mm.
Properly introduce him. But of course, to God is, everything comes in time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there was still growth. So, and they did come looking for the minister. And they went to New York. And they said he went to wherever they went in New York. They never told them where to find the minister in Chicago.
Mm.
But the God was there. The God was there. So I was mentioning those swords because it wasn't just one sword. I think it was at least 7 swords.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But whether they were Christian, listen at this, Muslims, whether they were atheists or whatever they were, the sword is the symbol of truth.
Yes, sir.
And they gave him a sword. Then one, the lieutenant governor of Dagestan, gave him 5 beautiful daggers. This is for your grandchildren. Until we bring it to the planet. Boy, you all don't know. We don't know.
Allahu Akbar.
Who our great brother is.
Yes, sir.
We're going to know. We're going to know. And by Allah's grace and mercy, we can make it, to see and to live after the fall and then the upcoming of a new world.
Allahu Akbar.
He said that whenever they do come back, if any of them make it back, he told us not to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said they'll come back to a new reality.
Mm.
And you can see it in the things that are transpiring and the things that are going with Trump and others. And now you want to pay $5,000 to have babies.
Mm.
And then at the end, they had the nerve to put a little black baby in there. Black baby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We're
sir.
talking about the 1.6 population growth.
Mm. Mm.
So God is on the scene.
Yes, sir.
They're even hiding the reports on the weather. Man, y'all better go search these reports out. Say 5,000 buildings in St. Louis. And then we just had a tornado. We called it kind of the back end of it, but we had trees down all over the place. So it's kind of getting close to home, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Praise be to Allah, Brother Sultan. Thank you very much. And thank you to so many people in the comments. Once again, Brother Sultan, can you hold the book up for us again and let us know the website for us, please?
Yes, sir. The website is FarrakhanGlobalTravels.com. It's as fresh as 2 hours ago. So we should be completely set in the whole shot. But again, you can also call me and send Zelle or Cash App, $45. Text me your address. That's what I've been doing. And text me your address. and you will get this book in the mail. And look, sometimes show people who may not know anything about us. And let them see this man.
Yes, sir.
All over the world. Let them see him write about. We don't know that about him.
That's right.
We don't know. And sometimes, if some of our brothers who are in the pastoral dimension, maybe if they see him in all of these situations, it might ease the jealousy. I don't know what to do for envy, but it might ease the jealousy and help
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
see that this is no ordinary man. And then you may find them wanting to help them too. Because you said the churches we turn into what?
Miles, that's right.
So we got to do that work.
That's right. That's right.
You know? And we're the ones that do it. Ain't no doubt about that. We the ones.
Yes, sir. But Sultan, you said call or text you. May we have your number, sir?
773-908-0263.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Brother Ronald Thompson, next level, Brother Ronald Robinson, and said he's watching from England, 2 a.m. live. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Thank you to everybody who's watching all around the world. I wanted to ask you, Brother Sultan, there's a picture on your Facebook, your cover photo with you shaking hands with Fidel Castro, Comandante Fidel Castro.
Oh, man.
Can you let us know about that trip and how was that?
Yes, sir. We actually went twice. And when this man met the minister, the next day we were supposed to go somewhere. He came to pick us up. And the man said that the minister was a prophet. Now, what's significant about him? Castro, he saw that all that religious stuff as an opiate by people, make them drunk and use them. But that brother, a real brother.
Yes, sir.
Real brother, and you could feel him. And the minister said he was one of the best examples of Jesus in the Western Hemisphere with what he was doing. But look at how he saw Castro. And I watched how this man looked at the minister. Oh, man. And it was as if the minister was a relief in his life. He was a verification of all the work that man has done. And to me, he eased Castro's life and let him know the value, because the minister, brother, can teach you about your value.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, brother, it was an honor to shake that man's hand. That brother was a soldier. And he only tried to assassinate him something like 4 some time. He trying to do the same thing, with Brother Ibrahim Fiore,
Yes, sir.
Also, But, it's a new day.
Allahu Akbar.
It's a new day, man. We're going to be all right, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we got to go through a little more, but we're going to be all right. And the little more we got to go through is to make us into more of what we need to be and what we will have to be to handle our people on the other side.
Excellent. And people thank you very much, Brother Sultan. Peace. This is people from Cincinnati, Ohio, tapping in saying this is beautiful. Thank you all very much. Okay, Brother Sultan, we had 2 more questions for you, sir, with your permission. We wanted to ask you about, on a lighter note, Brother Sultan, what type of movies do you enjoy watching, to relax and unwind?
Did you hear my wife?
No, sir.
Oh, my God. Hey, brother, you got to get it off you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got to get it off you. So I mean, how we used to do with Godfather. I mean,
Okay, okay.
It's just the opposite. You understand? But you got to get this stuff off you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got to get it off you. You got to be patient. You got to get it off you.
Yes, sir.
And so I like love stories.
Okay. Okay.
No,
go
I
ahead,
don't.
Brother.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Because
Yes,
anybody
sir.
know me, man. Brother, you gotta be action. Gotta be
Okay,
action.
action.
Brother.
Okay.
Gotta be action. I mean, it's gotta be action,
Yes,
But
sir.
but I do have and do, have watched certain love stories
Okay.
that I thought were very, very beautiful, you know. And I'm trying to think of one. I ain't thinking of it. Anyway, yeah. No, I mean, I'm all right, y'all. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Okay. Yes, sir. So action movies for Brother
I
Sultan.
like action movies. I like movies that now, y'all, some of y'all know the reputation. Don't go to a movie with me. But I'm always looking for the teachings.
Yes, sir.
And movies like Matrix, I mean, I spotted them from jump. Matrix, Terminator,
Yes, sir.
and the Immaculate Conception in Terminator, because the guy came
Yes,
back
sir.
from the future, and so nobody knew who the father of the baby was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On account of Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You teaching?
Yeah. But y'all used to put me out though, Jay. I mean, y'all just put me out, man. You didn't want to go to the movies with me. That's all right. I'll fix y'all.
Beautiful, Brother Sultan. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Now, Brother Sultan, on a our last question.
Avatar.
Oh, you can't forget about Avatar. Yes, sir.
Avatar, all those that are like that. And they actually are talking about us. And the Honorable Elijah said that some of them will tell us. It's the truth. But
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not just come out and say it straight, but they'll make movies about it. Cameron. And then with Cameron, in Avatar, the dance moves that they did.
Yes, sir.
That was a brother in what's my sister? I think what's sister's name? Cynthia Muhammad. She's in the credits. Yeah, Muslim. She was responsible for their movement and all that. He was trying to do something.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Okay, Brother Sultan, thank you. And so there's so many comments. People are saying this is beautiful. Okay. And somebody from a Revolt page from Cincinnati says, could you please ask him what he thinks about the departure of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the guidance the minister is preparing us for? That's a great last question for you.
Yes, sir. I think what he is preparing us for, we have to get on a first relationship with the God. You don't want us, I mean, like we all bedazzled and all that kind of thing. No, he wants us to come to where he is.
Yes, sir.
Not to buy where and who and what he is, but to come to it. So to do that, we got to go to the God. See, it's one thing if we think the minister's here, but start thinking about the minister being gone. See, I'm thinking about it.
Yes, sir.
You have a little more oomph while he's here. But now what am I going to do when he's gone?
Yes, sir.
How am I going to stand? Where will I stand? How will I stand? You see, we got to get to know the God. We got to know Master Fard Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but the maker of them both is Master Fard Muhammad. So we have to make our connections with them. We have to not be idol worshippers.
Yes, sir.
You see, the minister don't want that, and the Quran talks about it. Mary and Jesus. Hey, ain't nobody doing that. Better recognize though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
know that we have to get prepared. We have to get to know the God.
Allahu Akbar.
La ilaha illallah.
Yes, sir.
Darasulallah.
That's right.
We got to come and know the God, man, for ourselves. Man, we got to get to know him, y'all.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to call on him.
Allahu Akbar.
We're going to have to call on him. We're going to have to call on him. And I know he'll answer, you know, because I know what my experience, you know, from my own experience, you know, especially in Dagestan. And, you know, I asked the God, man, because they, Russian intelligence, you know, they got me in Dagestan.
Yes, sir.
And so what I did was, though, I knew they wanted to kill me. I learned later that they did. But what I did was, man, I called on the God and asked him to take the what? Fear from me and cast it into my enemies.
Oh.
And then I sucked it up, start talking like a man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling y'all, like the minister said one day, that macho stuff, get off it. Get off it. He took guns out of our hands and knives out of our hands so that we would depend on him. So they saw, when they saw us over there in these different places, do you know that they asked that we would come back and train their armies? Why?
Good.
No guns, no knives. But if the army looked like they wanted to harm them, we go tear the whole army up.
Allahu Akbar.
So the God used us to show them something that's also in themselves.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Sultan.
You'll answer?
Yes, sir. And people are bear witness all around the world, giving nothing but fire and thumbs up and black-tastic. All praises to Alaikum Salam, fam. Salute to our brother Sultan. This is beautiful, great. And our last closing point, brother Sultan, with your permission, can we have the book again and the website and how people can support our brothers? Make sure we all, everybody who's watching, go out and get our brother's book.
And brothers and sisters, please, man, you all look through this book, find out the tapes you want to get, find out what he said around the world, and then you got some place you want to go, learn how to handle these people. I don't mean properly handle the people. This is what he'll show you how to do. Every language. We couldn't speak the languages enough. And you know what, y'all? Let me tell you this thing. We have a natural connection to our people.
Yes, right.
You know, I'm off of St. Elmo Street in Houston. Rashad off of 39th Street here in Chicago. Harun and all these people. Off the corner, man. Rolling around the world with the little knowledge we have. And we running everything. And I'm telling you, we have a communication with our people, even when you can't speak the language. We are some kind of people, man.
Yes, sir.
We are some kind of people. So don't ever be afraid of your people.
Yes, sir.
Who do this? Know that the enemy has made us all better than the other. Well, he's made us arrogant with each other so that when the truth came, we wouldn't listen to each other. But boy, the minister has such a beautiful humility that breaks that stuff down. And once it's broken down, and I don't know if you all saw, I'm going to the judge. I don't know if you all saw him in, not Jamaica, in Bahamas. They sat in the rain. You got to see it. They're sitting in the rain. It's raining out there.
Yes, sir.
They didn't have no cover. They sat in the rain. Only one sister left, and she had to go get her daughter, and she came back and sit back in the rain.
Dude, praise be to
Listening to your brother. You got to see that, man. You got to know that there's something there that maybe others can see before we see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But once we see it, Oh, once we see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful, brother Sultan. And people are bearing witness saying they love you. People are saluting you. Thank you all from all around the world. People saying salute to our brother Sultan. This is beautiful. This is excellent. Great representation of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise due to Allah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All
yes, sir. And brother Sultan, inshallah, I look forward to seeing you soon in person. And once again, please give the greetings to your family, the believers. Of course, you mentioned Brother Rashan, Brother Haroon, all of the original members of the E-Team and the current members of the E-Team. Shout out to everybody who's puts their offers their life up for the protection of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We appreciate you all and appreciate you all's family. And of course, we appreciate the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as well. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off with the People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. May Allah continue to bless us all.